radiotoday.co.uk at the Radio Festival.
Timmy, welcome to the Radio Festival.
Thank
and
you.
Some memories for you coming up this afternoon.
It's a real thrill to see old faces and to be taken back to remember creative, exciting times. And the stimulus that you get from other vibrant people. It's lovely.
And to see Chris again after he used to answer your phones.
Yeah, I know. It's funny. I never call him Chris. He's always Nobby to me because he played the character of Nobby No Level. So, right then, Nobby. And he instantly launches back into the system. Andy Bird, who's chairing our session, he's another one of my Timmy helpers. There's quite a few of them, actually. We've got a few in the audience today. Karen Walsh, who's a TV director now. And I look at that little group of people who went on to make something out of that opportunity. And I'm rather proud of them, actually.
Looking back then, do you think you'd ever see Nobby on Radio 2 Breakfast?
You don't ever think that. You just think, I'm having fun today, don't you? I mean, isn't that how it always works? Mm-hmm. Today's the day. This is the moment. Seize the day.
So what are you up to? Any plans to get back on the radio?
I like listening to it. I love listening to it, and I love the creative side of it. And in fact, a lot of my conversations are about radio I've listened to and how you can make it better. I'm still having those conversations where I'll get a phone call from somebody who says, Timmy, how do I make this sound better? Well, why don't you try? And that might just work. And it's lovely to do that. But at the moment, I think it's somebody else's turn. But I never say never. If somebody was to say, do you want to have a go? I don't think it would take very much temptation to get back behind the microphone.
Well, you're at the right place. All the big bosses are here, so you never know. You said you listen to the radio. What do you listen to? BBC, commercial radio?
I listen to Radio 2, Radio 4. I listen to some digital stations. I like BBC 6 Music. I listen to some of the commercial stations, some of the local stations. I punch around quite a lot just to see what people are doing and how they're doing it.
Do you think it's as creative as it was back in your day in the 80s?
Not a chance. No, absolutely not. No, creativity is not done in radio, which is a great shame. We have personality radio, and there's lots of personality radio. Tends to be at breakfast. Don't see a lot of personality radio later in the day, and we certainly don't see it in the evenings. Commercial radio has gone down the route of formatted stuff, and stations aren't big anymore. Radio stations are not big and important part of listeners' lives. We flick around, and teenagers will punch as soon as they hear the next track start and they don't like it. Why aren't we engaging? Why haven't we got creatives saying, you can't go from here because this is the moment and this is the station?
I mean, you're known in the 80s on TV for being quite wacky in the way you looked and the way you behaved. Do you think we need more wackiness on the radio and on the TV? You think it's kind of a bit scared to be wacky these days?
I think we need creativity rather than necessarily... I mean, wackiness is one thing, but creativity is what we actually need.
Okay, brilliant. Thanks, Timmy, and enjoy the festival.
God bless. Ta-da.
Cheers.